Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of I Remember. You're not crazy, there is no console prominently displayed here, and that's because we have to start at the very beginning. Before there was Atari, before there was Nintendo, there was a mystical place you could walk into called an arcade. And these days arcades are very few and far between unless you're over in Japan or certain areas of the country. The only real arcade franchises we have these days are Dave & Buster's and GameWorks, and unfortunately those are more towards the redemption machines like tickets and stuff like that, and have very few old school arcade games. And I wanted to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about my arcade history. Some of this I've already talked about before, but arcades played a huge influence on my love of video games, obviously for console reasons and for arcades. As you know, I am a big collector of arcade cabinets and pinball machines. I say big collector because I wish I had the square footage to actually put tons of machines in there, but I have a decent collection anyway. And growing up, my parents would take me to the arcade, my aunt and uncle would take me to the arcade, my grandma would take me to the arcade, and me and my little brother would play such great stuff from Rampage to Street Fighter 2. I mean, I'll never forget my dad cheering me on as I trashed these kids in Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition with M. Bison. It was great. And there's a lot of great memories attached to arcades for me. It was a time when me, my dad, and my little brother would get out, we'd have some fun, we'd play some games, and we'd get to eat something afterwards. There was an A&W root beer stand that we'd always go out to and have something to eat afterwards. I'd get a hot dog or a pretzel. And it's very nostalgic for me memory-wise, so very cool in that aspect. And these games were great. Night Striker was one of my favorite flying base games from Taito, and it wasn't very popular around here. It wasn't released in a lot of arcades in the States, but I'll never forget walking up to this big cockpit arcade cabinet and getting into it and being surrounded by these huge speakers, having this joystick, and starting up and flying through a neon lighted city and just blowing up everything that you possibly could. This is probably one of the reasons why I like Star Fox very much, because it had a very similar feel to it, though Star Fox had a little bit more openness as far as the 3D playing goes. And, in today's standards, a lot of stuff is pretty dated with these arcade games, but I still love playing them. So, because I've been sick the last couple of days and I've been having a very hard time speaking and trying not to cough, what I'm going to do at this point is I did a little montage of some of my favorite arcade games and games I used to play in my childhood, and I just kind of wanted to take you through some of those memories, and you guys can watch through it. So not a particularly long episode of I Remember here, folks. I promise to come back full swing hopefully next week when I'm feeling better, but for now, enjoy this look into some of my favorite arcade games. Peace, guys.
I'm bad! Got it. Yeah. Power up. Power up.
Round 1. Fight!
Ready? Go! 楽しませてちょうだい。
Yes.